To me, that is the best feeling in the world. Or, having a spouse sit across from me and knowing that we did the best we could as far as, planning the estate and making sure that the assets transition smoothly for not only for a spouse when they lose their partner, but also for a family when they lose their parent or their loved ones. It's such a passion for me that sometimes, even when I'm out with friends, I have to step back and because when I hear that so-and-so's sick or so-and-so inherited money, I'm like jump right away into the financial planning and want to make sure that they're prepared for death, or that that they're prepared for receiving a large sum of money and where they should put it. Or even with my kids' friends, they're at the stage of life where they're having children, they're getting married, they're buying houses, and I'm first thing. You have to have a first home savings account. Make sure that you have an RESP for kids. So it's a hat I wear all the time, and that's how much passion I have for this business. Yes, absolutely. Yeah, when you really love something, it's not a job for me. This is just something that I love. Right, so the process that we follow basically, and for me especially, sometimes clients are coming to me to talk to me about their investments. First appointment when I meet with a client, I don't even talk about the investments, and I tell them that. Listen, the investments are an important piece of this, but the most important piece is you. I need to know, what are your goals? What are you planning? I really need to know you so that I can make sure that the investments are meeting your needs. We're not lawyers, we're not accountants. We have a very strong knowledge of the legal systems and what's required, and especially from a financial aspect, obviously. But I've had clients that I've told to go back to their lawyer and make sure they do it the way that I recommended. In 2010, when I became a financial advisor, because prior to that I did business development for Canada Mortgage and Housing. So while I worked with all of the banks in Northern Ontario and I went in and trained them about mortgage insurance products, I didn't have any direct contact with the clients. And then in 2010, when I was forced to make a career change, because I was a single mom and my kids had to become the priority, I was traveling a lot in my previous job. I became a financial advisor, and from there I started realizing that I truly do want to help people and impact their lives. When I see someone sitting in a chair across from me crying happy tears, it's gratifying. So part of that process that I was talking about earlier is really, like I said, really collecting a lot of information from clients, and then I go back and I create a plan. So we have some pretty sophisticated planning software. And for clients to be able to actually see it, right? I mean, most people are visual. To be able to see, okay, where does my cash flow come from, 10 years into retirement? Here's where it comes from. With a click of a button, I can show them CPP, old age security, their pension plans, and then X number of dollars comes from their investments. Absolutely. We really do have to dive into people's lives, and we talk about their fears. We talk about their dreams, their goals, how hard they work to collect the assets that they've collected, right? And what do we do to protect them? What do you do to pass them on if there's anything left? No, but what do we do to pass on that legacy that they've built? Because people really have put a lot of blood, sweat, and tears and made sacrifices in collecting those assets. And one of the biggest challenges people have is spending it. Yeah, because the clients that we deal with, all they've ever known is saving. I have to save for retirement, save for retirement, save for retirement. And they get there and they don't want to spend it. Get out there. And one of the biggest things is I've seen people not make it to retirement. I've seen people make it to retirement and pass a year later, and not get to enjoy the fruits of their labor. So, and I make it real for people. First 10, 15 years of retirement are going to be your best years. So get out there and enjoy it.
someone to be heard.